Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and today the 88 is going to run the auger so we can load out some corn, because with the way the corn price is, I can't hardly stand to keep it anymore. I'm nervous that it'll go plummeting down, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a few loads away. So let's get started. Find a good balance between speed and not dumping everything on the ground. I'll clean up whatever it drops later and feed that. load, but we gotta hurry up and get there because they close in about 25 minutes, so we're on the way. Well, not too bad. We had about 387 bushels on here, so that works out to about 2,700 bucks or so, so not too bad. I'm hoping there's at least this much left in the bin, but we'll have to see. Right at the end of loading, it ended up where it wouldn't feed out on its own, so we're going to have to put the sweep in this next go-around, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get another truckload. So for the record, at the end of the day, I do clean up. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I got all this cleaned up and fed it to the cows tonight. I just used a scoop shovel and a shop vac, and so it's still sitting here ready to go for the next load. Hopefully we can do that on, like, I don't know, the end of the week. You can see in here we're down to the point of needing to put the sweep in, and I wish I had a sweep that I could just leave in there and not take in and out, but I don't have a setup like that. I just tie it up to the wall, so it's over there. So I got the end about excavated where I can pull it out and lay it in this trench here I've made, and then hopefully it'll be easier to load the next batch. Now, for a non-Oliver related task, but something that needs to be done. When loading out grain, I realized I was very deficient on scoop shovels with handles. So I went to the hardware store, bought 2 brand new handles. This one's a little longer, but it was also about 30 bucks. We are going to go ahead and try to put these on here and make ourselves 2 shovels again for a fraction of the price of buying a complete new one. So here we go. First thing we have to do is get these rivets out. Well, that one they decided to use a steel rivet in, so I don't know what they were thinking was going to happen there, but I think we got that ground off enough. Figure out how we can do this. Probably would be better in a vise and not on here. see here. Oh, come on, stay put. It's moving. The trick is to hit it hard enough to deform the aluminum so you wasted your time. I think I need a different punch. There we go. There's one. We'll get the other one out. And it's aluminum, so it should be easier. Let's see here. Somewhere in there. We use the good hobo freight punch. There we go. Now, can we get the rotten wood out? Trying to find something that will fit down in there. And in theory, it should get easier as it goes on because it's tapered. So, I am not having that look though. I made it some more. Probably doesn't help that it's wet and the wood swelled up. There we go. Didn't really want to beat on the shovel more than I had to and deform it. Let's start with this long one here. I thought it might be nice to have one where you didn't have to bend all the way down to use it. But now the question is this going to work? Not really sure how I'm going to get a good bite at this. This is stupid to be filming this. Let's table that one and see about this one. This one is more better. But not really. There. There's one. Let's try that with this one. See if I can get the same result. Can we hit the hole on the other side? No. There. Now, we should be able to put this in, take it over to the vise, and peen it down. Good enough. Let's try this one. Get it started in there. See if we can get it all the way through. Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Not pretty, but it'll work. Well, we have 2 shovels again. I'm not exactly thrilled with how they went together. Chinesium rivets. But hey, it's better than what we had. And this is important because we need these to do another job. And this is the project that we need our shovels for. We need to excavate a path here from my sweep, which is tied up along the wall, and put it in so that on the next load of corn, all we have to do is follow the sweep around and it will auger the corn to the center. So let's get started on this unpleasant task. So my cord is in pretty rough shape, and I made do with it last year, but this is just dangerous. So I just went ahead and cut it off, and I'll go get some new cord in town and then wire it in and have it ready to go for next time we can load out. Well, I got this new wire from the Hone Owners Depot, and as difficult as it was to get it, you thought I was asking for the codes to launch the space shuttle. But I finally got somebody who could get it for me. So we'll take the plug off and get this ready to wire up to our sweep. Normally I would have went to the local hardware store, but I was in a different town and I thought, hey, I'll grab that wire while I'm here. And I should have probably just waited. Nice and dusty. Let's see what we got. This is not a polarized plug, so we'll follow suit of what it was. I think that the neutral wire, which is white, is supposed to go to the silver screw, and that's the way it was, so we'll go with that. Full of dust. Hope you can even see what I'm doing. I don't know. I never know if you can see or not. It's also very windy out here, so that may be an issue on you being able to hear what I'm doing, but all right. Why is it windy? Why, to make me as miserable as possible out here. That's why. You know. Is that gonna tighten up again? I hope it does, but it doesn't feel like it. And that's not good. If you have a loose connection, it will arc. This one should actually be the other way, so it follows the tightness of the screw. Boy, it is really annoying out here with the wind. Almost like I'm not supposed to be doing this. It would also be very useful to have all of my digits, but I thought it would be fun to saw my finger off in the Oliver 60 video, which you may or may not have seen yet by this point. Oh, this one's ground. Let's just jam her in. Now, I hope. All right, well, we will go try to wire this to the sweep. Probably should strip this off right now, so I don't get the little pieces in the grain bin. Oh, that's nice. All right, let's go see what we can accomplish. So I had enough sense to just cut the cord off so that I still had my wires to the correct thing. But we got to get this loose so we can feed our new cord in. And then we'll just swap one wire at a time. And then hopefully it will run the correct direction. Because if you don't know anything about these motors, there's usually different ways you can wire them up and they'll run opposite directions or different speeds. So we want the same as what we had. What is happening here? Or not. There we go. I think you can still see. There's green. All right. white, and there's black. And the green, I need to get another wire nut or something and just tie it to this one. This may look confusing, but it's really not. It's just a matter of getting all the pieces sorted out. So this one was our white one, and it has a black and a yellow and another white one. So we need to undo this one and unwrap this and trade it with this new white one. I don't like that very good. Again, it would be so handy to have the full use of both thumbs, but I don't. Okay. Put this in the mix. Tighten them down to make sure that they are tight. Okay, there's one. Now this one, I don't think I needed to have disturbed. No, I did not. These three just stay together. Although, they don't look pretty. All this can do is electrocute us and kill us, so if that's the worst that could happen, it's not too bad. There's the black one from our new cord, and we need to tie it, looks like, to the purple one from the motor. And I have no idea what all the colors do. I probably figured that out once when I bought this motor, and that's the end of that. So I have no idea now what everything does. We're just putting it back like it was because it worked before. So do not watch this expecting to do it like this at home, because your setup is probably totally different. So there's three out of the way. Now we got our ground, and the other ground was just an eyelet on there, but I think I'm just going to get another wire nut and tie them together so that the cord changes are easier, because it will probably end up getting another cord in its life. Sometimes you don't pay attention and end up running it through. So I should probably strip that a little more. There we go. Probably wouldn't even have to have a wire nut on the ground, but I will, just for good measure. So I will go find a wire nut, and I will be right back. Well, finding a wire nut around here proves to be quite difficult. So I found one. I don't know that it's the right size, but a little tape here will cover that problem. Since this one is ground most of the time, it should not have any electricity in it, unless something else is going majorly wrong. So we'll tuck it in, out of the way. All the others are in out of the way. We want to tighten our clamp underneath again so that we don't pull all of our work back out of this box. Okay, that's in there tight. Put our cover back down. Remember, this is not a how-to video. This is just a video of an idiot doing something that may or may not cause his death. So don't use this as an example. You figure out how to do your own wiring. I'm just letting you watch my stupidity at work. There. Now we can test our work, but we can't run it very long because without the center auger running, it'll bog down this sweep pretty quick. But it's working, so we should be good to go next time we want to use it. And I didn't feel any electric shock, so I think we're in good shape. When we get to a certain point, I usually tie the cord up in the air because that's how it gets chewed up, is when you're not paying attention. And when you come around on the back side and the auger is on the side of the cord, bad things can happen. So you have to be aware, but usually you have to be in here with it all the time and be pushing it around. And then I have a string tied to the other end so you can back it off if it chokes up and just follow it around. But it sure beats shoveling by hand. So that's how that goes. Well, I think we'll call this the end of this video. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.